Steve, let's head to Tuscaloosa. We're going to talk Alabama recruiting after there was a big weekend with Kalen DeBoer and his staff, including a new 5-star prediction for the Tide.
Yeah, I like where Alabama stands with the On3 Industries #2 cornerback, 5-star Jordan Edmonds out of Sprayberry, Georgia. My prediction joins the guys at Bama Online, Tim Watson, Andrew Bone, along with colleague Chad Simmons. Edmonds was trending Alabama pretty hard a month ago. Looked like he was close to committing. Places like Georgia and Tennessee really turned it up, but Alabama able to get him back on campus this weekend. Coach Mo Linguist leading the charge. I think that Alabama continues to sit in pole position. He has some official visits set up for the summer, but I think right now Alabama is the program that's trending heavy for Jordan Edmonds.
Yeah, and there was some talk that he could potentially make that decision maybe a month ago. He delayed that. Do you think that he wants to take these officials, or do you think we could still see something before then?
Well, I think there's a chance he could hop in the boat for Alabama before those official visits, but those other schools aren't going to turn it off. Jordan Edmonds is a stock up guy that tested very well at the Under Armour camp this offseason. He's got fantastic film. He's a tenacious player out there in the secondary. He's physical. He's got that makeup speed that you covet at the position, just a highly instinctual player and a guy that's been around this Alabama coaching staff a couple times now, and they love his makeup. I think it's the stars are aligning for him to end up in Alabama's class. Will a meteor come through and shake things up from one of these other SEC programs? Time will tell.
Yeah, who are you tracking when it comes to Edmonds? I know I've talked with Chad Simmons too, and he feels like Alabama's out front here. But if there is another program that could come in and kind of disrupt this recruitment, because until he comes off the board, if he keeps delaying this thing out, you and I both know that's what can happen.
Well, even in today's era, even if you do commit, it's not, nothing is signed yet. But I think Georgia's obviously an obvious one. Tennessee has had some success in the Peach State. So those are the first two that come to mind. He took a visit out to Oklahoma, visited with Brent Venables and company. But right now, it's Alabama's to lose for Jordan Edmonds, and Alabama's in great shape for quite a few of these visitors this weekend, Josh. The #3 defensive lineman in the country, Nolan Wilson, out of Mississippi. Alabama was first to offer him this fall during a visit to campus. He didn't have a profile on On3 or any of the other major recruiting networks that cover high school football recruiting when Alabama offered him. They've been tracking the Picayune Memorial standout for quite some time. Got him to campus and offered him a scholarship. They are the one to beat right now, but he is considering several other options right now. LSU, Florida State, Auburn, USC, to name a few. But he had an amazing visit. The way they recruited his mom this weekend, he called her a guest of honor. She was extremely happy, which made him happy. But he likes the system. Got a chance to talk with Alabama staff about how he would flourish in Alabama's defense. So the Crimson Tide doing a great job with Nolan Wilson. They continue to do a fantastic job with Duncanville High 4-star defensive lineman Kevin Ford. He visited for the second time this calendar year, and Alabama is one of his favorites. Alabama is emerging as one to beat for Elijah Golden, 4-star defensive lineman out of Virginia. He had a great visit. He talked about how they practice and the level of intensity at all times within the program as they battle Notre Dame, Michigan, and others. Dre Quinn's a 4-star edge rusher from Greater Atlanta Christian that's called everything top notch. He's looking to set up an OV with Alabama. And then Anthony Davis is a 4-star linebacker from Loganville Grayson that had a good visit. There's been Auburn and Texas smoke around him, but this visit to Alabama was huge for the Crimson Tide.
All right, some great intel there from Steve on Alabama. Bama fans, talk to us. How are you guys feeling about some of these top prospects? Let us know.